It's a little smoky in the house right now. I may have burnt something a couple days ago in the oven. Now I am dealing with the consequences. But what we are making is one of these Uno's pizzas. It is about the size of my face. This is gonna be a mix between lunch and breakfast. But I'm gonna actually start vlogging more often. I feel like doing the short form videos is great, but I want to give you guys a little bit more into my life than these 30 to 60 to a minute and a half long clips. Let's get into the vlogs. Like a 5 out of 10. This is probably one of the worst frozen pizzas I've ever had, but I love pizza. So since my house has zero ventilation, it's still incredibly smoky in here, which is great, but that's fine. We're gonna deal with it, and eventually the smoke will dissipate. I have 4 doors within this vicinity. One there, one there, one there, and one there. Hopefully the smoke will leave. We have the pizza, we have constructed it, we are going to consume it, and we are going to grow some insane muscle gains because of it. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be eating this lunch. We're gonna go to work for an hour or two. I'm going to take you along for the gym workout because I wanna give you guys a little bit of insight on how I do my workouts. Now the problem is that when I go at 4 or 5 p.m., there is an insane amount of kids there. Who knows if I'll even be able to film in the gym without it getting kicked over or knocked at. We're gonna try. If there isn't gym content, I'm sorry. I will get it in the next vlog, but we are going to do everything in my power to get some vlog footage in the gym. So one of the things that I actually want to start doing more often is just taking you guys around to my day-to-day activities, my clients, my sessions, my workouts, my eating, grocery hauls, a little bit of everything, because I want to give you guys an insight on what a life is of somebody who owns their own business but also works 24/7. But also we are planning some major things that are happening in the future. We are having a baby. We are so excited. We cannot wait for this beautiful thing to be born and bring into this life. So I'm kind of cutting down on my schedule just a little bit. Feel long term it is the best thing for me because I'm able to pursue another kind of career of content creation, but also have enough time to focus on my family and focus on the clients that I have. It's not that I'm not picking up new clients. I'm going to be cutting down the hours and kind of squeezing everybody into specific days so I can manage my time and my family life better. So yes, will that affect the ability for me to buy new camera stuff? Absolutely not. I just need new camera stuff because I find camera things are super beneficial to have. Batteries, lenses, microphones, bodies, all these things can make or break your content career and can make or break the ability to perform and create cinematic creations of videography. So you may be thinking, what are you doing home today? Well, today is one of those odd days to where I just don't have a lot of clients, and I kind of take advantage of these days to get a little bit extra rest, get ready for the day around 9, start filming content around 9:30, make breakfast, and then get on with the day, hang out with the dog, do some cleaning, and get everything moving. So this is what I do on days that like this because I'm preparing myself to have that ability to create my own schedule, stay on track, and do things that I need to do in order to have a successful career in content creation and stretch therapy. And here's another thing. You may be wondering why I decided to eat a pizza today when you just saw on my shorts the day in the life of a grocery haul. Flexible dieting is super important to incorporate into your meal plan and into your diet regimen if you are not training for a show or training to lose weight at a significant level to get ready for a show or anything along those lines. So we just got to the office. On a good day, it takes me about 25 minutes, and on a bad day, it takes me about an hour, and it only takes 5-minute difference to create that bad day, which means if I leave 5 minutes later, I hit every single school bus in the world, and it causes a massive chain reaction of a delay. We have a lot to talk about From new cars to family updates to house renovations. There is so many new things that I have to bring you guys because I've been MIA on long form content for over 2 months now. So there's a lot of things that we have to go over and discuss. And I think you guys are gonna really enjoy the content. So yeah, let's go. Okay, it is the next morning. It is 5:57 in the morning. You can see that right there. We are at our first client's house right now, waiting for her to be ready. She's usually ready exactly at 6 a.m., which is a little frustrating, but an annoying, you know, I'm here early, you can start early, but whatever, scheduled time is scheduled time, which is 6 a.m. 6 a.m. here, Framingham. Then I go over to Newton to my office for a few hours. So I'll probably be home today around 3. We're solid today. It's a pretty easy day. I typically have my days wrapped around a specific area. For breakfast, I had something glorious. I had a Pop-Tart, okay? I only eat the outer part of the Pop-Tart. I feel like the crust on Pop-Tarts are significantly better than the actual middle. Sometimes I do eat the middle, but it's very rare, and I typically only eat the outers. I have an energy drink because we need some energy. We got lucky. It is a new brand to me. It is good. I like it. The flavors are kind of off. I think it's because it's all like natural maybe. It's now 5:59. She should be ready at the door. Let's get on with the day. So we just finished the third client of the day. He's actually a psychiatrist, so it's actually at his office versus mine, which isn't a big deal. It's only 5 minutes away from my office, which is what I was talking about planning my day around specific areas so I don't have to have a large commute depending on where I am. So everybody is kind of positioned around a 2 to 3 mile radius from my office. We are on to the next client, which is in my office, and I'm there for about 2 hours, and then I end the day. I go see a chiropractor because I work on him, he works on me. Great little trade-off we have. That is one of my favorite parts of the week. We are currently in front of Hunt's Photo and Video because I want to see if I can upgrade my camera. Currently, I'm using the Sony ZV-E1, which is a fantastic camera, one of the top cameras for cinematic looks for video and vlogs. Problem is that it doesn't have an internal fan, which causes the battery to overheat, the camera to overheat, and get really hot. I do a lot of footage of long format, somewhat in like that 5 to 10 minute range, and I film outside a lot, so it gets pretty toasty. The FX3 has a built-in fan, which is the #1 reason why I want to upgrade to that camera. I know the camera is about $3,200, $3,300. The Sony ZV-E1 I can probably sell for about $1,500 to $1,600, but I think I'm gonna sell my 16 to 35 f2.8 G Master lens on top of it to get a bit of extra cashola in the bank, so I don't have to really spend a lot of money on the actual body. I usually do all my content on a 16mm lens, so I don't really use the 16 to 35, mostly because it's bulky, it's big, and it's super heavy to hold, and I really can't angle the camera anywhere with that lens on because it's so long. Hopefully, I am going to come back out and give you guys a update on positive vibes. Who knows? We're gonna go in and see and hope for the best. Just left Hunt's Photo and Video, and I have some good news and bad news. The good news, they do have an FX3 readily available for me to purchase in their Manchester store because there's no sales tax. The bad news is I'm not going to get as much money for the body and the lens that I'm currently trying to sell. I'll get about $3,000, maybe $2,500 in trade-in value for a camera that's about $4,000. So I would have to spend about $1,500 flat for the FX3, which I personally think is a pretty good offer in regards to buying a cinema grade camera that is great quality, brand new, and can last about 4, 5, 6 years. I do feel my content can be better and more cinematic and just better quality if I have something that is at a higher caliber. I'm thinking of doing it. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm gonna kind of think and ponder for an hour or two about if I should and if I want to. So I may be getting this camera and maybe not. I guess we'll know in later videos and vlogs. Till then, we are going to be continue vlogging on the Sony ZV-E1 until further notice. We are at home. We made it home. We ended up getting the camera. I know I just said that there was a price deficiency and there was like a whole problem with like not getting enough money for the camera and all, but honestly, Hunt's Photo and Video hooked me up. They actually helped me a lot, and I am actually very grateful. Went in with the Sony ZV-E1 and a 16-35 f2.8 G Master 2, and I said I want to exchange these two, trade these two in for a Sony FX3. It was a big price difference. The Sony FX3 is about $4,400. I think this is the FX3A or whatever. I don't know. I guess the FX3 was discontinued or something, but I mean, I don't know. The FX3A is about $4,300. Now, selling the Sony ZV-E1 and my lens, I got about $2,600 to $2,700 for it. There's still about a $1,200 or whatever difference. But if you buy it in New Hampshire, there is no sales tax, so I went down there to buy it in New Hampshire. Saves me about $250. That was great. Then there were some student ID discounts if you have a student ID and you do all these things, and you can get some more money off, and then there's a trade-in special. So I ended up getting the camera for nothing. Like, it's a $4,500 camera and I got it for like 800 bucks. Like, so it was a beautiful, beautiful deal that I couldn't pass up, right? Like, you just, when something is handed to you like that, you just cannot pass it up. It is something that you need to do and you need to take advantage of, because if you wait one more day, you may break it and then shit's not gonna go well, and then you're bad news. If you get handed a golden platter, eat everything on the golden platter. I did trade in the lens and the camera. I actually have the camera here in this bubble wrap. I am currently sending it away. I just have to go get the mailing label and print it and send it over to the UPS. So that's all handled. The FX3 is a powerhouse of a camera, and I have to say this is probably one of my favorite cameras I've ever used. Like, this is my favorite camera I've ever used. It is big, it is powerful, it has that internal fan in it, it has multiple mounting points, it has the full frame sensor, it is everything that you can dream of in a camera. It is a great camera, and I love it, and I've used it for about a day now, and I can't take my hands off of it. I just keep wanting to film stuff because it's just so fun to look at. It is a beautiful looking camera. It's like metal, so it's like good quality material. I don't know, it's just really cool. The FX3 also has a built-in fan, which I think is incredibly clutch, because I hate when my camera gets hot when I'm filming for extended periods of times, or when I have to do multiple takes of the same clip 50 times in a row. It won't overheat. And it has multiple mounting points, which is amazing, because now I can film vertical content and horizontal content without having to take like an L bracket and cover up the battery port. And that was super frustrating, that if the battery is dying, you gotta take the L bracket off, you gotta unscrew it from the tripod, you gotta put the new battery in, put the L bracket back on, and screw it in with the quarter. It's just like, there's a lot of extra steps and extra time that is taken when you are using the Sony ZV-E1, when this camera, the FX3, has those mounting points, so you can just kind of rotate, flip, screw, boom, good to go. Yeah, I'm super excited to have this camera. This is my dream camera. Like, this is my holy grail camera. It is the camera that I've always wanted, but I could never afford, and then it just happened to land in my lap of things were lining up perfectly, so I was able to get the camera. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content again in this vlog. I have to go film some more stuff, but I'm getting back onto the vlog scene, and it's been really fun. You know, getting into content is really fun, so I'm excited to bring you guys along my crazy journey of life. I have so many things planned in the future that I'm gonna take you all around and along on the ride. We got the FX3, super pumped. Gotta ship this bad boy out later today, and then hopefully get some money back, and then I can go buy more camera gear and lenses. I just wanted to come here and say I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by the video today. This has been the first of many long format content vlogs, and I'm going to be doing one hopefully every 1 to 2 weeks. I'm going to try for every week if I can, but 2 weeks is going to be the absolute maximum. So be ready for a bunch of content. I have a bunch of new camera stuff that I will be uploading because I'm currently using the FX3 and it is heavy, but it is amazing. So stay tuned for all my future content, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your mom.